YouTube at all? There we go. Get my camera. Hello, YouTubers. Hello, hello, hello. I will get Instagram going and then pull up my Substack, and we are good. And then TikTok, and other than that, we are good. There we go, Instagram. All right, find my Substackers. Oops, there you are. There we go. Oh, nobody yet. They'll be coming. They'll be coming. They'll be coming. All right, Substackers are coming. We got excellent. Oh, my neck is hurting today. Ow. Don't know why. Ow. All right, guys, welcome. Let me get TikTok going, and we are good. And then we are excellent. Hey, NJ, on Substack. All righty. Switch the image. There we go. There we go. Got the red filter I like on TikTok. We are good. Woo-woo. Ah, welcome, everybody. All right. Hey, Terry. Street Rat. Oh, hey, Street Rat. Exactly. Anyway, hey, guys. Oh, thank you for the swan. Swan, good to see you. Welcome, everybody. How are we doing today? Happy Thursday, April 16th. Well, we Americans got our taxes paid. That's good. Or extended, whichever. I did actually find that letter. I can read it later. The letter from Rumsfeld I was telling you guys about, our defense secretary talking about his taxes, and somebody happened to just share it today on Twitter. I was reading Twitter this morning and I was like, yes. So later I've got a copy. I could read it later if people want. Anyway, welcome, guys. John Arvosa is here, so we could just dive right in. Keep in mind today's Thursday, so remember Saturday morning we've got our coffee talk, the hangout I do for the monthly subscribers. It's a special show I do just Saturday mornings for anybody who is a paid monthly subscriber as a thank you. So I got to do something to thank you guys, so that's what I do. So join us Saturday morning if you are an SNN or a super fan, I guess we call them on TikTok, YouTube, the rest of you guys, same thing for the Substackers, anybody who's paying the monthly fee. I will have it open for you guys Saturday morning, just to hang out, 11 a.m. Eastern. We hang, we talk, nothing in particular. But it's fun. What else? That's about it. So keep the gifts coming, guys. I always make a pitch for the gifts. Your gifts on TikTok and YouTube support my work. I very much appreciate it. This is what I do for a living, so thank you. And with no further ado, let's get rolling. So some good developments in the Iran news. Some good. Israel and Lebanon have reached a ceasefire. A ceasefire, I believe it's for the next 10 days. Just went into effect midnight Lebanon time. That's a little over an hour ago. So that's good. Basically, truce trying to allow for the peace talks to go somewhere. Next peace talks have not been scheduled yet, but supposedly they're happening. Trump claimed today, Trump. Trump claims things and, we can't necessarily, believe him. But Trump claimed today that Iran, quote, has agreed to give us back the nuclear dust that's way underground. He's so cute when he tries to speak English. Iran has agreed to give us back the nuclear dust that's way underground. The nuclear dust. He means the enriched uranium that we attacked and blew up. Thank you for the gift there, by the way. Thank you, Lee. The enriched uranium that was buried when Trump attacked in June, that was the stuff that Trump said there was no chance of Iran getting. Now he's claiming Iran has agreed to give it back to us. It's buried like several hundred feet underground, so I'm not quite sure how that works. It's a gas. Brian's saying it's a gas. Is it a gas? Is it? Is uranium at that point a gas? Anyway, nuclear dust. First, he could have just said the uranium, right? Nuclear dust, because Donnie is so special. Trump is the other kind of the thank you, Just Max. Kind of one of the big stories today. Trump is doubling down on his attacks on the Pope. Like, he's made this a thing now. Trump thinks it's to his political benefit to demonize the Pope, the Catholic Church, and its leadership. You'd think Donald Trump. I've counted at one point. I believe Donald Trump has broken 9 of the 10 commandments because I don't know whether he's murdered anybody. I have no reason to believe he has. But at least 9 of them, yeah. I think there's a pretty good chance we got 9. And he wants, do you really want to put yourself next to the Pope? I mean, do you really want people to compare who's a more moral figure, who's a more ethical figure, you or the Pope? Because when it comes to Donald Trump versus the Pope, Donald Trump's going to lose that one. When it comes to Donald Trump, versus my dog, Donald Trump's going to lose. Donald Trump is going to lose most competitions of most ethical and most moral with a lot of people on the planet. But nonetheless, Donald Trump doubled down again today. Multiple criticisms of the Pope today. Trump also compared him, Pete Hegseth compared Trump to Jesus today. They're doing that again. As you know, Trump shared again a meme yesterday showing himself with Jesus. It's just, let me read some of this. It's all over the place. So earlier the week, right? Remember earlier in the week, we had Trump literally declaring himself Jesus on social media. He showed a tweet, a meme. I'm sorry, my nose is itching again today. Allergies are back. He showed a meme of himself bending down and caring for someone, but dressed as Jesus, right? With these weird demons flying over his head. It was a little weird. Trump got into a lot of trouble. A lot of Catholics were not happy. A lot of conservative Catholics who support him were not happy at all about this. So in response, Trump deleted the image and then lied about it and claimed it was the Red Cross. I'm going to show you again just because he's such a liar. And I think especially when you're talking about blasphemy, it's important to point out bearing false witness when being repentant about blasphemy or unrepentant about blasphemy. It matters, okay? This is the picture that Trump says, oh no, it showed me as a doctor, and it was a doctor of the Red Cross. He goes, you can tell it's a doctor with the Red Cross because I'm wearing doctor clothes and there's a Red Cross in the picture. Anybody want to point out where the Red Cross is? Because I don't see it. Anybody want to point out where the doctor clothes are? Well, it would be a doctor if you were a doctor in, 33 BC. Yeah. That might, or 1 BC. That might be doctor clothes. But there's no cross and there's no doctor. He clearly was presenting himself as Jesus and he got into trouble. Yeah, basically. Let me just, I wrote a bunch because I was trying to go through this and understand the timetable of Trump going after the Pope, Trump presenting himself as Jesus. No, they were soldiers, Kyle. They're demons now. Take a close look at them. They were soldiers in the original, in the original picture. They were just pictures of soldiers flying over Trump's head. I've got the original, but it's buried. I'm going to look for it. Hold on. Hang on. I've got the original. Originally, the picture simply showed soldiers over Trump's head, and Trump's people took it and decided to make them demons for some reason. A little weird. Here we go. There's the original photo, and there's the one that Trump turned it into. So, Kyle, never question me. You see, look over the one, there's soldiers. The other one, demon guy with wings and weird horns. Yeah, like I said. Very weird stuff. Why Trump's people thought they wanted to show a demon in the photo with him is a little freaking weird. Nonetheless, that's what they did. So, all right, let me read this. So, Trump called Pope Leo weak on crime on April 12th, shortly before posting the Jesus meme. In that post, Trump also said, quote, I don't want a pope who thinks it's okay for Iran to have a nuclear weapon. I don't want a pope who thinks it's terrible that America attacked Venezuela. And I don't, listen to this one, and this is where Trump gives it away. And I don't want a pope who criticizes the president of the United States because I'm doing exactly what I was elected in a landslide to do. That's the problem. That's the problem. Donald Trump can't be criticized. That's the problem. By the way, Trump did not win in a landslide. This is one of the pathological lies he likes to tell. Trump won the election by 1.5 or so percentage points. Literally 1.5%. It's okay. I mean, he did okay. He won, which is great. It's not a landslide. It was actually one of the worst election victories in the last 25 years. But he won. I mean, he did. But it's not a landslide, and he's been called out about it. I mean, you could just Google it yourselves. I always tell you guys, just Google stuff. He's such a liar. Google 2024 election, and you'll see the percentage. It's between 1.5 and 1.9. It might be 1.9. I forget exactly. He won, but it wasn't a landslide. Yeah. So, but What matters is Trump is upset that the Pope had the audacity to criticize him and to disagree with him about war. Now, the thing is, popes tend not to like wars. It's part of the package of being the Pope, kind of like Jesus. Jesus, not a friend of war, right? And Trump can't handle that because, of course, in Trump's mind, this isn't about God. It isn't about Jesus. It's about Donald. And you can't criticize Donald or he has to get even with you. And now he's decided he's going to get even with the Pope. The Pope has 1 billion followers. Donald Trump does not have 1 billion followers. So it should get rather interesting. I'm enjoying it, actually, because he's pissing off Trump supporters who are Catholics, which is just freaking great. Let me go on here. Trump subsequently admitted that he fired off that post about the Pope because he had watched a 60-minute segment about the Pope disapproving of the war. Trump also called out in another post on April 14th, he called out the Pope in another post on April 14th. Then we had J.D. Vance accusing the Pope of lying. Remember Vance did this? Vance accused the Pope of lying and then warned the Pope that, this was my favorite, J.D. Vance, who's only been a Catholic for like 8 minutes, he's been a Catholic for 7 years, that's it. Thank you, Annie. And J.D. Vance warned, that's really funny, J.D. Vance warned the Pope that the Pope ought to be very careful about weighing in on matters of theology. He actually said that. You know, you'd think he might say weighing in on matters of politics or something like that. No. J.D. Vance warned the Pope, you better be very careful weighing in on matters of theology. That's literally what the Pope does. The Pope weighs in on theology. It's his job description. It's like the one thing in his job description is theology. Theology, like the study of religion. This guy is the expert. That's what he does. But Vance went after him on that, remember? The Pope says today, and again, Pope, I'll give you some of Trump's stuff too. Trump just wouldn't shut up today. Trump went after the Pope repeatedly today. The Pope says in Cameroon today, and we know who he's talking about. Listen to this. The masters of war pretend not to know that it takes only a moment to destroy, yet often a lifetime is not enough to rebuild. Blessed are the peacemakers, but woe to those who manipulate religion and the very name of God for their own military, economic, and political gain, dragging that which is sacred into darkness and filth. The Pope added, the world is being ravaged by a handful of tyrants, he said, yet it is held together by a multitude of supportive brothers and sisters. Oh my. Thank you, Julie. I mean, it's a great quote, but he's talking about Trump. I mean, he's talking about Trump, which Trump can't handle because, of course, Donald Trump can't handle anything. And again, of course, the Pope is against war. That's like his job description, right? Jesus, not a friend of war. That's just the way it is. It's part of the package. It's not a big deal. Well, Hegseth today, Pete Hegseth this morning, I'm going to read, I've got the entire thing. I'm going to read it. It was long. It was crazy. America's Secretary of Defense got up there this morning. Okay, got up there this morning to give his briefing on the war, and he gave a long speech about Jesus and how Trump was Jesus and the media were the Pharisees. They were the elites who wouldn't believe Jesus's miracles because of the miracle that Trump has pulled off in Iran. I'm going to read you this. It's insane. I mean, it's really insane. It goes to the issue. Oh, the Pulp Fiction thing is its own crazy thing that he did today too. Yeah, that was a whole, or yesterday, that was a whole other thing. Thank you, son. But this is really important. This is really important. The American Secretary of Defense basically declared a jihad today. Basically. I mean, you know, we're fighting people like Iran who declare jihads, declare fatwas, these kind of things. And he kind of did the same thing today. He went on at length about Jesus and compared Trump to Jesus again. I have to read this to you guys. This, again, imagine this is a briefing standing next to our top general, and this is the briefing from the Secretary of Defense. And, of course, said with all of his false bravado and everything else. This past Sunday, by the way, I realized he talks like Captain Kirk. He thinks he's such a low achiever, and he thinks so highly of himself, you know. This is so Pete Hegseth, Secretary of Defense. I need a Pete Hegseth wig. This past Sunday, I was sitting in church with my family, and our minister preached the book of Mark, the third scripture. And in the passage, Jesus entered a synagogue and healed a man with a withered hand. The Pharisees came to watch. And as the scripture reads, they came to see whether he, Jesus, would heal him on the Sabbath so that they might accuse him. You see, the Pharisees, the so-called and self-appointed elites of their time, they were there to witness, to write everything down, to report. But their hearts were hardened. Even though they witnessed a literal miracle, it didn't matter. They were only there to explain away the goodness in pursuit of their agenda. As the passage ends, the Pharisees went out and immediately held counsel against Jesus, how to destroy him. I sat there in church and I thought, our press are just like these Pharisees. How do you even, right? Like, it's like listening to a Roaches song or something, which I love the Roaches, but where they sing something and then you go, wait, what? Like, what the fuck? Like, and then I thought, our press, they're just like the Pharisees, right? Okay, let me go on. Not all of you, but the legacy Trump-hating press, your politically motivated animus, I'll give him credit for knowing the word animus for President Trump, nearly completely blinds you from the brilliance of our American warriors. The Pharisees scrutinized every good act in order to find a violation, only looking for the negative. The hardened hearts of our press are calibrated only to impugn. I would ask you to open your eyes to the goodness, the historic success of our troops, the courage of this president, and this historic moment for a deal that could end the Iranian nuclear threat. The incredible battlefield victory laid before your eyes, the not one but two incredible rescue missions, miracles. And then the quote that I found online stopped there. It kept going in. He calls them miracles. I mean, right? I mean, like what? I don't even know what the fuck he's talking about. Like, what the hell is he talking about? I mean, it's our Secretary of Defense gave a long Bible lesson this morning. He once, and by the way, not a mistake. He said that Donald Trump was Jesus in the story this morning, and that Donald Trump literally created a miracle, and that Donald Trump was just like Jesus. This is not a mistake. This is not an accident that he compared Trump to Jesus this morning when Trump himself compared himself to Jesus 3 days ago. This is not a mistake, guys. They're doing this on purpose. It's sick. It's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. The good thing is they're screwing it up. The good thing is that Trump has decided he is going to destroy the Catholic Church. Trump has decided that he thinks the Pope is evil, that he's going to destroy the Pope, and he's going to criticize the Pope every chance he gets. And there's a lot of Americans that really like their Pope. Thank you, Jen. And a lot of Catholics that really like their religion. Donald Trump is not a Catholic. For Donald Trump to be criticizing the Pope is pretty freaking bad. I mean, it's bad anyway, but Trump wants to get into a theological battle with the Pope? Really? Again, Trump, the guy who paid a porn star how much was it? It was $130,000 because he slept with her right after his wife gave birth to their son, Barron. I mean, this is not like he wants to have a debate he wants to have a competition with the Pope. It's like, okay, works for me, right? Very, very crazy stuff. So then Trump abruptly canceled $11 million contract with Catholic Charities this morning to get revenge. So he's now taking money from Catholic. Now, I'm not a big Catholic Church fan, but Catholic Charities does really good work. Catholic Charities is famous. They might even be one of the biggest, or if not the biggest, religious charity in the world. They're huge. They do good work. They do. Trump canceled $11 million that Catholic Charity gets for sheltering and caring for migrant children who enter the U.S. alone. Okay, these are children who enter the U.S. alone, young minor children. And they need to be put somewhere, so Catholic Charities takes care of the migrant children who are here alone. Trump is cutting the money to punish Catholic Charities. Of course, he's punishing children, doesn't care. But that's why I'm saying Trump has declared war on the Catholic Church, and he's declared war on the Pope. And I am here for it because I think it's freaking great. I mean, he is going to piss off every Catholic. He is going to piss off a lot of religious people around the world. And you know what? Yay. I guarantee you, because Republicans are worried about the election this fall. Thank you. Republicans are worried about the election this fall. They don't need Trump making it harder, which is what he's doing. Again, oh well. What else we got here? Oh, Speaker Mike Johnson. So Republican House Speaker Mike Johnson gets asked today about the Pope thing. And Johnson says, this is great. Johnson says he thinks the Pope doesn't understand something called the just war doctrine. The Pope doesn't understand. Just war doctrine, I mean, like, even I know about the just war doctrine. It's the concept that some wars are just, right? World War II, right? That would be a just war. Or Ukraine. From Ukraine's, on the Ukrainian side, it's a just war. They were invaded, they're defending themselves. The war is just on the Ukrainian battle is just. Just meaning fair, righteous, right? Thank you, Cricket. Well, Mike Johnson says the Pope doesn't understand the just war doctrine. Now, somebody pointed out Pope Leo is in fact an Augustinian friar who spent 12 years leading Augustine's religious order, and the Augustines are the ones who invented the just war doctrine. So the Pope is actually the expert in the Catholic Church on this very matter because it was his, order within the church that created the whole damn thing. I mean, what was this? No, exactly, Denise. No, I mean, again, if you're a Republican right now, you're panicked about the election. And the last thing you want or need is for Donald Trump, of all people, because Donald Trump, let's face it, if we're talking morality and ethics, Donald Trump is not your guy. Donald Trump getting into a battle of right and wrong with the Pope strikes me as a really dangerous venture for Donald Trump. A really dumb venture for Donald Trump, right? I mean, the worst. Michael's saying the Catholic Church is moving towards rejecting the idea of any war being just. They might be. Michael, I don't know. I mean, again, you get into a really complicated thing there, but I think the Pope was. You know what I think? I think the Pope was responding to Donald Trump's comment of 2 weeks ago when he was basically threatening to nuke Iran. Right? Actually, now maybe 9 days ago. When was it? Right? It was that deadline for Monday that he moved to Tuesday, and Trump said this evening we are going to wipe Iran basically from the planet. And Trump Trump said they were going to basically kill every Iranian, 90 million of them. They were going to wipe the country, the culture, everything off the planet, so that Trump was talking about literally killing every Iranian, not appropriate, and B, the only way you can do that is with nuclear weapons. All the experts all the experts concluded Trump was talking about nuclear weapons. Now, whether Trump was going to really do it, who knows? But in that context, I'm not surprised the Pope is kind of like, you know what? Wrong, right? Also, I would say, generally speaking, I mean, I'm going to get into the whole Pope thing, but generally speaking, I can see where the Pope would have a presumption against war. I suspect if you get into it with the Pope, he's not going to disagree about World War II. He's not going to disagree about the Ukrainians defending themselves, right? I don't think you're going to get that. And honestly, any Republicans who claim that, it's a red herring. You know what I mean? I know what you're talking about, but you know what I mean? Anyway, I'm enjoying the fight, to be honest, because I think it just blows up in Trump's face personally. There was a bomb threat today at the home of Pope Leo's brother. Pope Leo's brother is pro-Trump. He's MAGA. I will say this, however. Look, we're going to find out, hopefully, who did the bomb threat. I don't know if they catch somebody. I do wonder, however, that the bomb threat, Donald Trump has decided to just attack the Pope nonstop. I kind of wonder if it isn't some stupid Trump supporter who basically went after Leo's brother, not realizing the Pope's brother is MAGA, right? I mean, that's what I'm wondering, right? It's got to. It's got to. Let's find out. but I think there's a decent chance there. The Pope has a PhD in canon law. Does he really? MS or MKS? Oh, that's interesting. Oh, is it? Oh, no, that's interesting. Frilly Cupcake says it was a different brother who wasn't MAGA. Are you sure about that? Just to be safe, because I didn't realize there were more brothers. Interesting. Oh, that's interesting. Well, again, my suspicion is if we're dealing with Trump supporters, he has two brothers. It was the older brother. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Oh, wow. Okay. Very interesting. Yeah, I don't know what that is, but you're so close to leaving us. Hold on. You can get a timeout. If you get normal, you can come back. Dan said, thank you, Blue. Oh, that's cute. I've never seen that one before. Thank you, Blue. Very nice TikTok there. Thank you for that. Dan says, for Catholics, what's often misunderstood is that just war inherently relational, not a legal argument. In 13th century, war was always face-to-face. A just war requires some risk from aggressor. I'm not sure where you're going with that, though. What do you mean? I mean, obviously, you don't have to. That was very generous of you to buy a gift there. You don't have to do another gift. But what do you mean? For Catholics, what's often... Actually, Michael, you help me, too. Michael's my Catholic friend. For Catholics, what's often misunderstood is that just war inherently relational, not a legal argument. In 13th century, war was always face-to-face. A just war requires some risk from aggressor. Yeah, I have to explain that better. I'm not sure what you mean. I mean, I know what you mean in terms of saying that in the old days, you pretty much went to war and you had to put yourself at risk going to war because you didn't have planes that you could send from miles away or whatever, right? So I get that, but I'm not sure what you're getting at otherwise with that. You know, and also this is the worst place to discuss these things because YouTube doesn't give you enough text, but it gives you some. TikTok gives you even smaller text. Some people were trying to, like, it's an ethical framework, but it's not enough. Yeah. Anyway, if you want to write more, Dan, and tell me what you're talking about, I'm happy to take a look. Yeah, but I'm not sure. I get the observation about war requiring kind of a face-to-face thing back then. Oh, here we go. Just whether you can fight with love. It's about the disposition of the heart. It's about preserving justice and focusing on the victim. What Trump is doing is not admissible in any way to just war. Okay. Yeah, well, I can appreciate all of that, sure. Well, first of all, again, I mean, I haven't studied this stuff in a long time. I mean, I studied a lot of like the Soviet war doctrines and that kind of stuff way back when. Anyway, yeah. So anyway, Dan, thanks for that. I'm still trying to kind of figure out kind of how it fits in here, but I do think, well, I don't want to go through the whole thing with the war thing because I don't even know where I stand on it, but I could see the, hold on. Let me give the dog wants more water. Let me give her water only because it's like 90 out today, so it's even a little warmer in the apartment. One quick second here. All right, dog, a little bit more? Okay, a little bit more. A little bit more. Oh, there you go. All right, that's it for now. Wow. All right. A few of these. There we go. All right, sorry about that. It's very hot today, so the dog gets a little love. Anyway, all right, what else we got here? Europe has about 6 weeks of jet fuel left, that according to the Associated Press and the International Energy Agency. Data from Lloyd, this was interesting. Data from Lloyd's list shows that 81% of ships that transited the Strait of Hormuz since April 13th were affiliated with Iran. Okay, I'm not sure what to make of that, but interesting. Fox News has confirmed reporting from the Financial Times that Iran used a Chinese spy satellite to target U.S. bases in the Middle East last month. The IRGC obtained access to the Chinese satellite shortly after its launch and apparently tasked it with monitoring U.S. military sites. So the Chinese were, in fact, helping the Iranians. Not good. Trump announced his arch. I didn't get into it yesterday. Trump announced an insanely large arch, bigger than the Arc de Triomphe, that he wants to put, I think, in Northern Virginia, which is a little weird because I'm not sure how he's going to get away with it because Virginia is a different state. But Trump's decided he wants the arch to be 250 feet tall because 250 is the number of years that our country has been in existence. 250 feet is enormous. Of course, he's putting lots of really goofy gold all over it. It's going to have 2 gold eagles, some gold liberty thing, gold, you know what I mean? It's all, it doesn't have the gold sperm, so I guess that he's got all over the White House, so that's good. It's then got gold lions. It's ridiculous. It's gigantic. All I can say is I really, 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 really hope Democrats promise to destroy all this stuff. Now, Trump, the Republicans will try to make a big deal about it. I don't care. I think people need to come in and say, all that crap is getting wiped out. Enough of it. We don't do this stuff. We don't do this stuff in America, and it's not going to stay. And also, it's ugly as hell. He's not going through any process to decide what goes there. No, really, I think this stuff needs to be dynamited. The Army Corps of Engineers needs to dynamite all of it and get rid of it. The ballroom, too. Everything needs to go. And the argument should be just that. No, you've got to do this the right way. And if you don't do this the right way, hello. If you don't, I'm trying, oh, there you are. Right, what my dog was doing. If you don't do this the right way, then, then you're not doing it. What else we got here? Kyiv Independent. Oh, 2 more stories. Kyiv Independent. Russian missiles and drones destroyed homes, burned buildings, and killed civilians in Ukraine's major cities in a mass overnight strike, killing at least 17 and injuring over 100 in Kyiv, Dnipro, and Odessa. The overnight assault marks one of the deadliest attacks on Ukrainian civilians of 2026. The Air Force later said Russia launched a total of 19 ballistic missiles, 25 cruise missiles, and 659 drones during the attack. Final story, actually a decent Trump story. I guess a broken clock is right twice a day. In America, in Europe, a broken clock is right once a day. You keep that for your moment of zen. Trump is going to nominate a doctor to be the new CDC director who actually supports vaccines. Dr. Erica Schwartz is seen as a highly qualified traditional choice, and tapping her is the strongest signal yet that the administration is veering away from vaccine skepticism this election year. So the thinking is, with the election coming up, Donald Trump has suddenly decided he's going to support vaccines, and he picked the head of the Centers for Disease Control, who's the 4th head in a year. They've had 4 this year, which is pretty bad. He's picking a woman that everyone is saying is really good. I mean, yay, right? That's, I'm not going to complain about it, so that was very good. So anyway, hello, dog. What are you doing? Actually, I want to do a quick, I'm gonna put my air conditioning on because I'm getting hot, and then see, I don't know if I've got any videos. I may have a video to show you guys. Let me see 1 second here. Like I said, first I get to do although I may just tell it to go on. There we go, because I was going to put my fan on too. There it is. It actually, the fan should help. Okay. It's saying 74. That shouldn't be too bad. Let me see now if I had any videos to show you today. I don't know that I do. Let me see. I don't think I do. Oops. Collections. Hold on. Videos. No. I do not have any videos today. Oh, yes, I do. I think they didn't synchronize. I think I did have a video today that I grabbed earlier. I thought I did. I'm not seeing it now, though. That's too bad. Oops. Yeah. No, maybe not. Okay, maybe not. Thought I did. Okay, I don't know. Maybe not. All right. I'm going to guess I didn't. We'll see if it synchronizes, but I don't think it will. All right. All right. Well, let's hang out and talk. Well, let's see if they can. I don't know that anybody can oppose Trump's arch. I mean, again, if he needs funding from Congress, if he decides to get his own personal funding again, he's just going to break the rules and do it. Hi, dog. What are you doing, dog? Right? Name, who knows? Oops. Adjust that a little bit. There we go. There we go. Oh, man. Okay. I gave you a chance, and you're crazy. Sorry. I gave somebody a timeout that was acting crazy. You give them a timeout, and what do? They come back and they go crazy. You're not coming back now. Yeah, the next logo meme, I know. The Iranians have been doing a really crazy, they've been using AI to create logo, did I say logo? To create Lego memes. And they're creating like funny Lego videos about making fun of Donald Trump. And a lot of them are like rap. They're really good. I mean, I have to say, I think they may have hired some Americans to do it because, AI is clearly doing the video. I don't know if AI is doing the singing entirely. It might be, but it's really good. The language is perfect. It's unless they're using AI. Here, the reason I say it, I'm suspicious about it just being AI. When I say just AI, meaning there's no intellectual input from them, is I know it's all AI. That's not my point, Dash. AI doesn't make it brilliant. AI doesn't make the song meme worthy, right? These things are meme worthy. These things are hilarious. I've done a lot of, not using AI, but I've done a lot of these things over the years where you try to make things that will go viral for politics, and it's really hard. It's hard to create something, especially something that's going to be funny and biting. It's very hard. And I don't know that you can create, I don't know well enough, and I don't know anybody who knows AI like videos really well. How hard is it to create an AI video that can go viral and have with music? I would think you still need a lot of human input to really have that song be funny and biting and right? I mean, you can't just say AI, make a video going after Donald Trump and make it viral. But Carrie, I'm talking about making it viral. That's my point. And maybe not, but I don't know. I just be suspicious. My point is, I wonder who's helping them. That's what I mean. This feels like way too much. You have to have the right prompts, exactly. And even the prompts, Amanda, I mean, be funny, right? Be viral. Those prompts aren't going to help you. I mean, even just the humor of it along, and the lyrics are great, and the humor of each step along the way. I mean, I just, they did one, I can't show you, probably TikTok wouldn't like it, but they did one of the Trump photo of him when Trump shared the photo of him as he was Jesus healing people. And they did an AI animation of it, as Trump is, pretending he's Jesus healing this guy. The real Jesus comes down and slaps Trump in the head, and Trump's head kind of gets hurt. Well, let's put it that way. And he throws Trump down into hell. It's hilarious. And I think that was the Iranians too. It's hilarious. I mean, I probably can't share it because, it shows Trump bleeding and, everyone's going to go Kathy Griffin on me. Not going to do that. It's hilariously well done, this video. It's insane how good that video is. And I'm telling you guys, I did these things before AI. It is extremely difficult to do. What are you doing, dog? It's extremely difficult to do a political video, anything for politics that goes viral, to make it funny, especially with organizations involved. Here's the other thing, actually, and this, I give Iran credit for this too. Even if the AI is creating something very funny or whatever, organizations suck at this stuff because the organization has to edit it, and then it's got to go to the boss, and it's got to go to the boss's boss. And if it's a country putting it out, if it's the country of Iran putting it out, it's got to go to some very high levels. And when you get to some very high levels, you're talking about crazy religious people, basically crazy religious terrorist people. I would think that would be not the person I would want to be reviewing something for a funny rap video, right? I would think crazy terrorist religious guy would be the very step in the approval process who would destroy a funny rap video, right? They would be the opposite of meme-worthy, right? It's very, I mean, no, I'm blown away as to how good this is, Actually, yeah, the Star Trek, that was a very good one. Yeah. No, but you get what I'm saying though, like making something that's viral. Here's the thing too. If it were that easy to make viral political stuff with songs, why aren't we seeing more of it? Right, that too. Iran's the only ones that knows how to use the right prompts to make a video funny and viral in politics? I don't think so, right? You'd have everybody making funny music videos about politics, lampooning everybody. You don't have them doing it, right? There's something going on here. I think they've got, I really do. I wonder if they hired some Americans to help them do this. Makes me wonder, you know? But in any case, it's very good. Okay, that's the thing too. Flying Medic, I was going to make that point. Flying Medic just said, when the English makes sense to Americans, whoever is making them has an actual understanding of American English and culture. That's my point too. Now, AI, you could say, make this song understandable in an American culture, whatever, but to me, listening to it, the English is perfect. The English is freaking perfect. And it's funny, and it's good, and it's biting, and I just listened to it and thought, some American helped them with this. Everything about it. And again, AI is very good, you know, so I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, we'd have to have somebody, I don't know what any of you guys are, you'd have to have somebody who is really an expert at creating AI videos and songs, right? And to say, like, how easy is it to create something brilliant, something viral? And what kind of prompts do you need, you know? Anyway, I'm very curious about it. Like I said, it's very, they're very good. I mean, they're kind of, I just see them on Twitter when people share them. I don't know where they are. Anybody know where they are? For example, the other day, it was the Iranian embassy in Kazakhstan that shared, I think it was the one that showed Trump with Jesus coming down and slapping him around. I mean, yeah, TikTok will have, TikTok has them, YouTube has them, but how you find them is the point. I'm not quite sure. Well, you know what? Let me just look here. I'm just going to look online and type in Iran TikTok video and see what comes up. I mean, that's an idea right there. Hold on. Iran Lego video, sorry. Yeah, Iran Lego animation. Here we go. Oh, yeah. I mean, okay, here's one.
Hey, Orange Pig, America first? Oops. Oh boy, that was the slogan you sold. But Bibi's pulling strings and your vote is getting cold. We're not just fighting for Iran, hear this clear. Your people reached out to us, yeah, we got the DMs here. If one nation's gonna stand against the Epstein regime's fear, it's us till the last breath, we've been doing it for years. We're standing here for everyone, your system ever wrong, they've known all along. The enemy was always you. The real threat wore a suit and sung a patriotic song while selling their own citizens and calling it strong. Stealing from your own people, making them bleed, taking tax dollars just to fund your own greed. They waking up to the lies, the illusions of burst. You screamed America first, nah, you put losers first. Make Israel great again. Your government is run by pedophiles. They ordered you to die for Israel. They ordered you to die for Israel. They lied to you all. We saw everything.
It's absolutely brilliant. I mean, it is, I remember that song because I was listening to going, it's catchy. It's fun. I mean, it's nasty, right? But it's fun. It's catchy. The music, right? That music was fun. Like, I was actually liking the music. I mean, that's insane how good that is. That is absolutely insane how good that is. I mean, but so you get what I mean. That, and again, that was just one of them that I pulled up. You get what I mean? Like, it's a fun, like an Eminem vibe. That's true. Yeah, it's a fun. I wonder if Michael's still here because Michael's my music expert. Michael, you still there? No, my friend Michael is a music reviewer and everything else. So Michael is like the expert at music. But I'd be curious, like, when you hear that, what does it sound like? You know what I mean? It'd be funny if Michael knew AI. Knowing Michael, I doubt he does. But that would be a fun. But you see what I mean? Like, how good that is. That was insanely good. You're like Eminem, yeah, Hamilton. I just, and honestly, it's catchy too. The music, the refrain, everything about it is catchy. Man. NJ says, France 24 is reporting explosive media, a pro-Iranian group are creating these. YouTube has banned them? I don't know. That was on YouTube. I don't know that YouTube would ban them. They're good. I mean, again, unless they cross some line, if the line is, you know, terrorism, or I don't know, if the video promotes terrorism, it's like, okay, right? But I don't know. No, but now that was the perfect one to show you too. That was catchy. It was the Epstein, what do they call the Epstein something country or whatever it was? It was like, oh my God. IP infringement? IP of what? Who's intellectual property? Oh, Legos? Oh, funny. Legos? Really? You can't make something look Lego? That's interesting. Interesting. Street Rap pulled it up on YouTube. That's interesting. IP infringement Lego. I wonder if that's the case. Oh, the Epstein regime. Yeah, even calling it the Epstein regime. It's brilliant. Lego has not come out against it. Yeah, government run by pedophiles. I mean, everything about that song is... Now, again, AI can be very good. I mean, we did that test once. Remember, I did the Wizard of Oz thing, and we had it do a test essay, and it wrote a brilliant essay. I mean, and then I did it again later, and it wasn't very good. Lego is Danish, correct, but why do you care? I mean, I know that, but I'm not sure why you're saying, what's the relevance for this? Well, Lego could just tell YouTube to take them down or something, you know? It's just, they're very good. Yeah. Prompted to make him in the style of Eminem? Oh, I'm sure. Oh, I'm sorry. I see what you mean. Right. Lego is Danish, and because of Greenland being Danish, the Danes probably don't really care that the Iranians are making fun of Trump. That the Danes might have said, you know what, on this one, we're going to let you go ahead and do it. I'm sorry. I was wondering, I'm like, you keep telling me Lego's Danish. I'm like, yeah, I get it. Thank you. Hey, it doesn't always go off quickly. Thank you. Good, excellent point, everybody. Fair enough. Yeah, anyway. So yes, just wild. It's really good. I mean, I'd be curious. Also, I don't know, like which AI do you use? Do you have to, I assume you've got to have a very expensive plan, or is this whatchamacallit? This isn't, what's that the other Sora or whatever it is? I always forget. I've never used these guys. I've never used the AI for creating videos and stuff. You know, the dog is sitting here. She wants more treats. Another one? Okay, there you go. Doop. Pulp Fiction, yeah. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. Oh, keep the gifts coming, guys. Thank you. Actually, that one always does crack me up. It does a great clown. The Pulp Fiction one, Hegseth was quoting a Bible verse, but it was actually a scene from Pulp Fiction that wasn't really the correct Bible verse or something. It was very weird. I didn't quite get the whole story, so I didn't mention it to you guys, but I heard about, let me pull it up. I heard about it and I was like, what? But let me pull it up. Yeah, hang on. One moment here. It was such a freaking funny video. Hegseth Pulp Fiction. Okay. Hegseth quotes fake Pulp Fiction Bible verse, compares Trump to Jesus. Rolling Stone. It's going to cut me off, of course. God damn it. Okay, fine. Then we're not going to look at the Rolling Stone. I mean, I get that you need to subscribe, but we can't subscribe to everything. Hegseth leads Pentagon prayer service with fake Bible verse made famous by Pulp Fiction. Secretary of War Pete Hegseth led a Pentagon prayer service Wednesday with an adapted version of a fictitious Bible verse made famous by Quentin Tarantino's Pulp Fiction. Hegseth said the prayer was recited before the daring Sandy 1 rescue of a downed pilot in Iran and asked the assembled crowd to join him in the invocation. The prayer was recited by Sandy 1, which is one of the Sandys, to all Sandys, all the A-10 crews, blah, 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 blah. Hang on here. Hang on. I'm trying to find more of the text here. Though not identical to the recitation in Pulp Fiction, it has enough verses in common that it's unmistakably derived from the movie, which padded the real Ezekiel 25:17 from the King James Bible. Let me see. Well, bottom line is, yeah, he read a fake Bible verse from Pulp Fiction. It's like, okay, the Church of Tarantino, exactly. Anyway, oh my God. What else, guys? What else? What else is going on? Dog's doing well. The vet contacted me and thought we should take her off the Librela. And I told her, I said, honestly, I'm thinking we take her off the gabapentin because she's doing really well. So I'm not giving her gabapentin right now. She was great today. I almost went to the event and I didn't in the end. So we shall see. Well, Trump is Protestant. Trump is Protestant. Like I said, when have you ever seen a picture of Donald Trump in church? I think he went for some president's funeral, maybe, or maybe he didn't. I don't think he did. Donald Trump is not Protestant. I don't think so. I'm sure on paper he is, but you know what I mean? So, yeah, I would bet he's atheist. I'm sure he is. Anyway, Alexa, raise the temperature 1 degree.
I've raised the living room by 1 degree.
We're back at that time of the year when it gets hot and cold. 88 outside. Hot day today. Nice hot day, though. Not humid. Like an actually very pretty day out, which is nice. Anyway, what else, guys? Anything else? Just reading the... Yep, I saw that. J.D. Vance said cutting off money to Ukraine was his proudest moment. He said that yesterday, yeah. But yeah, the gabapentin, no, let's see. But she's been doing I think the Librela helped. I think the Librela put her on edge a little bit, so the gabapentin pushed her over the edge. But the funny thing is, it also now has me wondering about some of how she was acting when I wanted to put her on Librela. I'm now wondering whether it was the gabapentin that made her not walk. She's got some issues, but now that she's off the gabapentin, she's so much better. She still isn't walking perfectly, but so much better. So we'll see. Or the Librela might be helping. The U.S. blocked Chinese ships today. I did not see anything about that. I don't know. I did not see anything about that. The dog is sitting at my feet, trying to get more food. There you go. Another piece? Okay. There you go. Corinthians. What did he say? 2 Corinthians? 2 Corinthians. I tried gabapentin once for something, but it didn't really make a difference. But for the dog, it definitely makes her sleepy, but it also makes her woozy. Like I said, she was insane last week, and then the vet said try again like Monday and Tuesday, and oh my God. So I told the vet, I think let's skip it for a few weeks. I told the vet, I said, honestly, let's skip the gabapentin for a couple weeks and see how she does. If she's in pain or whatever, then I'll give her more gabapentin. But let's actually skip it and see how she's doing first. Bondi didn't show for her subpoena. Oh, what, in the Congress? Oh, that's interesting. Huh. Anyway, what else, guys? We may not go too long tonight, just because. Gabapentin is definitely a prescription. Definitely. Let me see what the stuff is with Pam Bondi. I thought Pam Bondi was testifying before Congress. That's what the subpoena was, I think. Let me pull it up. Pretty sure that's what that was, but let's see. Here we go. Oh, she skipped an Epstein deposition. Oh, God damn it. I hate this. It's like video. I don't want a freaking CNN video. Stop it. I just want a text article explaining this, people. The Hill. Oh, this is 2 days ago. Okay. Representative Jasmine Crockett, Democrat of Texas, says Tuesday that Democrats will move to hold former Attorney General Pam Bondi in contempt for failing to appear for a deposition as part of the House Oversight Committee's Jeffrey Epstein probe. Pam Bondi refused to show up for today's oversight deposition, defying our lawful subpoena. That's interesting. Since she didn't show up, oversight Democrats will move to hold her in contempt. That's pretty bad. The survivors deserve justice. The panel subpoenaed her last month before Trump dismissed her. Less than a week after her departure, a spokesperson for the committee said the Department of Justice indicated Bondi would not comply with the subpoena. Since she's no longer Attorney General and was subpoenaed in her capacity as Attorney General. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. Interesting. Interesting. Huh. Garcia says the subpoena applies to Bondi regardless of her title. It's an interesting question. Interesting question. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there's precedence to argue when you subpoena a cabinet secretary, if they're no longer cabinet secretary, is the subpoena void? No. You know why? Because part of the problem would be, so the next cabinet secretary, so in other words, the guy who's the acting attorney general, is he now automatically subpoenaed? No, right? It's not for whoever is the attorney general. It's for you who happen to be attorney general. That seems weird. Yeah, that seems weird. Well, what she's arguing is, you subpoenaed me when I was Attorney General, and since I'm not Attorney General, the subpoena no longer applies because somehow it applied to my job as Attorney General. That strikes me as bullshit. A subpoena is a subpoena. A subpoena doesn't apply to your job. A subpoena applies to your person. If they subpoena, it's up to the committee to decide, well, you quit the job. We don't think you're going to be helpful anymore. Thank you, Terry. We don't think your testimony is useful or helpful. That's up to the committee, right? But yeah, I think she's in trouble on this one. Yeah, it's not the job title. Another tree. She's crazy dog. No, they should go after her. I mean, Trump may pardon her, as always. As always. Anyway. What else, guys? I'm tired today. Well, why they let her go? I mean, who knows? Honestly, I think she was embarrassing. Trump lets people go when you embarrass him. And he probably was pissed at her because of the Epstein stuff, because the Epstein stuff kept blowing up more and more, And he was pissed about that, is my guess. But, what's next in the Iran war? The thing is, are these negotiations actually going somewhere? If you're Iran, you kind of hold all the cards right now. I'm not sure, they don't care if Trump attacks more. They know Trump is dying to end the war. Trump is desperate to end the war. If I'm Iran, I'm going to drag it out. I'm just going to drag it out. So I can't imagine Iran just giving stuff up. But let me put it this way. Iran's going to get something big in return. They're going to get sanctions lifted. They're going to get all their money back. Something big they're going to get in return. If control of the Strait of Hormuz, the huge income from that, right? That alone could be $35 billion a year or more. But the only way Iran gives us something is if we give them something big. I think we should continue to talk about the Epstein files as well. Trump will probably pardon. Well, it's not even. Even when Democrats take the House, we can't prosecute her. Only the Justice Department can prosecute. So there's reparations, exactly. So we can't go after Bondi until Democrats take back the presidency in 2.5 years, if they do. So, dog, what are you panting about? What are you panting about, crazy? I've only got a couple more pieces left for you there. What else? Anyway, well, Bannon's getting his whole thing wiped out. Navarro, I don't know what's up with the Navarro stuff, but Bannon's getting his record wiped clean entirely. I do not think Michelle Obama will run for president. I wish she would. I think she's fabulous. I've met her, briefly, but met her a few times at the White House. Not to drop names, but I did. And she's got an amazing, amazing political personality. But I mean, when I say political personality, I mean stunning political personality. Just she exudes energy. You want to be her friend. You want to talk to her. She smiles. She's friendly. She's interesting. She's nice. My God, everything about this woman blew me away. Absolutely blew me away. But I don't think she's going to run. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think I may have even said, I don't even remember if I said that to her. I may have said that to her. You ought to run. And she was like, I don't even remember now, because like you meet them and you only have a few seconds. So you kind of forget. You come up with, you want to say something. You come up with something you want to say, but you always forget what it is. Yeah, I don't even know that Trump will make it through 2.5 years, to be honest. Elon spoke out today. What did Elon do? Michelle Obama has insane charisma. Barack does not. I mean, meeting him was like, insane. I mean, Barack Obama was amazing on the campaign trail, of course, obviously. But Michelle, one-on-one, you love her. And she's very pretty in person. I don't think she's very photogenic. Personally, I just don't. She's incredibly pretty one-on-one, or one-on-one in a room. I mean, just very, like I said, across the board, just very impressed with her. Where's my little Facebook photo? I don't know if I've got it handy or not. Oh, my Facebook isn't even installed. Well, that's going to be hard. Facebook's probably going to be like, Facebook has all those things. We're not going to let you in unless a different app clicks, it's okay. And I'm going to try to launch it, but I don't think it's going to. Will you stop shaking? What's the matter with you? I can look, but I don't think I've got it on here. I might have it on my computer, though. I probably do have it on my computer. What are you doing, dog? What are you doing? Let me look here just for fun. Oh, actually, I can look here. Hold on. Nope. Huh. Interesting. I thought it was here. It may not be here. Well, maybe not. Okay. It must be on my other computer. Yeah, I don't think Facebook's going to let me. Oh, it is. It did let me load. That was surprising. Okay, maybe I can pull this up. One second here. Yeah, I can pull this up. Oops. Where's my other? Oh, there it is. There it is. Or that was the one with my nephew. When I had my hand like totally in weird position on Michelle Obama's waist, but she's really tall. It was confusing. I couldn't figure out where to put my hand. Hold on, this was my funny Michelle and Barack photo with my nephew. Where is this? It was pretty fun. I mean, it was pretty neat. Not in focus, but you get the idea. It was very cool. So that's us at the White House. But like my hand was really high up because she's so tall, I got confused. I wasn't sure where to put my hand. People were like, what do you do with your hand? I'm like, well, I don't know. But it was very funny. Like I said, lovely woman. Really, really liked her. Just really liked her. All right, one more piece, dog. Erp. Hey, don't bite me. Oh, where did it go? Oh, here it is. There it is. Okay. It was nice. Yeah, it was very nice. I'm going to sneeze. Oh, I hate that. Oh, when you sneeze too many times. I'm 5'9.5", not 5'10". Wish I were 5'10". Somebody said show it again. So that was the photo. Yeah, with my nephew Anthony. Several years, but when my hair was darker. Well, this was probably, I don't even know, 2010 maybe? I don't even know when it could have been 2014. Still, it's probably 12 or more when I grew up the first lady, exactly. That's what everybody said. They were like, what were you doing? I'm like, I don't know, she's tall. I didn't know where to put my hand. But yeah, I don't remember when that was, but it was a good 12 years ago, maybe more. So, my hair was darker. His hair was darker too. Yeah, his hair was much darker too. Yeah. I mean, for them it sucks because each person that comes up, I think 300 people get in line. I think each person, they take 3 photos to get the best one. The flash goes off 3 times. I believe it's 300 people in line. I don't remember exactly. I think it's 300 people, but I remember it was something crazy like that. And I'm like, 900 flashes going off in like 2 or 3 hours. I would have the worst freaking headache. I mean, I imagine, I thought it was 300, maybe it's 150 people. I'm trying to think. Actually, I'll text my friend Jesse while I'm on the air here and ask him. A friend of mine used to work at the White House. He was a very good, great guy, Jesse Lee, very nice guy. Jesse Lee. Hey, I'm on my live right now and trying to remember during a typical White House Christmas party, how many people would line up to get photos with the first family for those couple hours? Meaning, how many couples would show up basically to get photos at a typical party? Was it a couple hundred? Was it 300? I don't remember. But the actual couples, like I know there's 2 people together getting a photo, so that counts as 1. All right, if Jesse's around, let's see what he says. But it's a crazy number, and with 3 flashes going off, I can't even imagine. I mean, I'd be like, even the 3 flashes go off, I was like, whoa, that was bright. I can't even imagine how bright that would be. Even 450 flashes, it would be a horrific. And again, it's one night. They've got something like 12 nights of parties. Oh, and they do 2 a day. There's 2 a day. It's like 12 nights of parties, 2 parties a day. Oh my God, because one in the afternoon and one in the evening. I can't even imagine, can't even imagine. I don't trust using those shampoos. Somebody that used the Just for Men shampoo. The problem is everybody else I've seen that puts any kind of dye in their hair, they look ridiculous. You know what I mean? And I think they get too dark, they get too whatever, and I don't want to sort of go there on the ridiculous hair front, where you look pathetic because you decided to dye your own hair, Anyway, all right, Jesse's not responding right now, but I can tell you tomorrow when he gets back to me. But it was a crazy number, so. Anyway, Sasha's kind of looking here. I know, you get your treat coming. Anyway, thank you, Queenie. Too much, yeah. I probably could use whitening my teeth. It's been a while. And I look in the mirror and I go, yeah, they're a little yellow. So I could use whitening my teeth. What's his face? Max Miller had very nice white teeth. I noticed when I was interviewing him last week or 2 weeks ago. I looked, as we're talking, I was going, his teeth look good. So, Just for Men made my ex's hair fall out. Okay, that would be bad. That would be very bad. Yeah, I know they say that, but I worry about that stuff. You know what I mean? Anyway, we'll see. I don't like going gray, but then again, I've still got enough dark that it's a nice mix. It's fine. I mean, I'd like it darker, but what do you do? You're getting older. Anyway, all right, guys, I think I'm going to go. We got 2 minutes left. We can end. Yeah, it's just very warm today. It's very, you dog. One more, last little piece. Hey, there you go. There we go. Last little treat for the dog. All right, guys, have a good night. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate it. I'm a hairstylist. Don't. See, that's my point. I think it looks goofy when people dye their own hair. I just think it looks goofy, Storms? We don't have storms coming that I know of. I don't think so. I know, exactly. At least I still have hair. I mean, exactly. I should be so lucky. Well, I mean, I am so lucky. I should be so lucky. I am so lucky. So I'm like, you know what? Grecian formula. Exactly. I should use Grecian formula because I'm Greek. Exactly. Anyway, I don't like gray. I like gray on everybody else. The thing is, as a guy, you get away with murder because gray looks okay. On women, we're used to gray not being good. On like, it's funny, but we're very biased about it being on women. So as a guy, you're kind of lucky because you can get away with gray hair, But still, I do feel like it makes me old. But excuse me, what do you do? What do you do? Could be worse. So, VO5. Oh, that's right. Alberto VO5. I guess that was the same thing, wasn't it? It would have some darkening thing in it or whatever, I guess. God, that was like 60s and 70s, wasn't it? I forgot about that. It was oil, but was it not did it not have a coloring agent in it or something? I thought it did. Grecian formula has olive oil. Didn't it have it didn't have there was something in a tube that I thought had a little bit of a coloring agent in it or something. I thought it did. Or was that the Grecian formula that was in the tube? Maybe. I don't remember now. Okay. I'm not remembering. All right, dog. Oh my God, the look I'm getting from her. All right. Anyway, hot oil treatment. Well, for my kind of hair, hot oil treatment would help. But I know sun and we had all that crazy stuff. Yeah. Now with having curly or whatever Greek hair, conditioners help because it makes it more like this where it gets wavy but keeps it. Otherwise, it's like, I get like Jewish hair. Like it's like, if it's not conditioned well, which sucks. But what do you do? And Brill cream, that was another one too. Yeah, all that crazy stuff. Anyway, all right, guys. Now that we're talking hair products, I'm gonna sign off. Thank you for joining us tonight, everybody. Thank you. I know Sasha knows how to play me. She does. All right, Discord. Have a very good night. Thank you, Amanda. Amanda's not over there right now, but she's somewhere. YouTube and everybody else. TikTok, you're last. YouTube and everybody else. Have a good night. Substack, etc. Saturday morning, 11 a.m. Remember, guys, for the paid subscribers. Your wife says you're never to use the ungraying hair stuff. Well, I mean, honestly, on a lot of guys, the gray does look good. Like I'll look at guys, like dark guys especially. Like we were at dinner on Sunday for like Greek Easter, but we were out in Maryland where I'll be on tomorrow night. Yeah, we were out in Maryland where there's a lot. I think it's a big Persian population. And oh my God, these like dark Persian guys with like shocking gray. Oh, it was pretty hot. It might have been Brill cream or something. Might have been very hot. So like the gray on a dark guy, I think can look really good. Anyway, guys are lucky that way that gray, we get away with gray. Brill cream? I thought it was Brill cream. Is it Brill? I thought it was Brill. Are you sure? I don't know. Anyway, all right, I'm going to sign off, guys. All right, have a good night. See you all tomorrow, 6 o'clock, the usual. All right, have a good night. Good night.